How's it going on, Zorst? Thanks for the resub, much appreciated. And yes, no weapons. So it should be save 2. So I started up the game last night, I think. Yeah, based on the save file there. Used a save editor to make it seem like I played Mass Effect 1, and then rebooted it to make sure it worked correctly. So yeah, I'm starting fresh. It's like I have my guide here overlapping my OBS, but yeah, I got this gun. I'm not allowed to shoot it. And I'm here just for posterity. Options, gameplay. I am on the hardest difficulty of Insanity. I cannot go right any further. Actually, hold on. What's going on over here real quick? Squad power off, subtitles. Yeah. That's all right. Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna play this game without firing any of the guns on my weapon. So to start off with, actually, I could level up now, which would be really good. And I think it's gonna be worth just getting this to heavy. Yeah, we'll just bump it up right away. Okay. And then we'll start putting points into here. Melee and powers. So, do a quick rundown. So this is my weapon wheel, right? But I have powers I can use. No, my main source of damage is going to be the powers I'm going to use here. So, we'll go ahead and just do that. That probably isn't going to do shit for damage, but there we go. No, one of my friends and fellow Mass Effect connoisseur wanted me to play this with as a soldier who's weapon focused predominantly, with like no powers to speak of. And I said I could probably do that for Mass Effect 3, but I don't think I could do that for Mass Effect 1. And or Mass Effect 2, and he called me a coward. Which, you know, fair enough. Get in the cover, yo. That's not doing shit.
Impact event.
Ah, I fucking missed. So yeah. Oh wait, let's at least get rid of the prompt. So yeah, I already took care of character creation, so I can't provide the proper rundown of that. But or at least have a visual to go with it. So what I'm playing as one of the 6 classes available in all 3 games for the Legendary Edition. There's the Adept, who is well, actually there should be. Think of there being 3 power sources in the game. There's biotics, which is like, for lack of a better trick, is space magic. It's like Jedi shit. You're moving stuff, manipulating things to move it around. There's tech, which is just what you can expect it to be, you know, things that is really good for technology. And then there's combat, which is your basically weapons and melee and whatnot. And powers are divvied up into those kind of skills, and then the classes are comprised of how much they utilize those power sources. So there's Adept, which is 100% biotic, which is what I'm currently playing as. So all my powers here are going to be about manipulating things at a molecular level. Engineers, 100% technician. So they deal. They're really good at handling synthetic enemies. They also have abilities that could freeze, start on fire, or shock. Then there's a soldier, which is your stereotypical 100% combat-focused individual. All their powers are basically they have an adrenaline rush and then ammo buffs they can give themselves. And then you get your mixed classes. So you got your half Adept, half engineer, which is a sentinel, and they're really big on providing buffs. They have like a special armor that they wear. And really good at stripping defenses. The half combat, half tech is your infiltrator. They're a sniper. They can go invisible. And the half combat, half biotic is the vanguard. They're proficient with shotguns. They, charge in head first and take care of things that way. Unfortunately, playing Mass Effect 1, you don't get any of the unique class-specific powers in that game. They don't come into fruition until the second game. But Mass Effect 1 has the benefit of allowing you to have all your powers on a separate cooldown, so you can spam if you really want to. Here, all of my powers are shared on a universal cooldown. So this is going to be kind of silly, because it's a tutorial, it's making me do certain things. So I have to select the grenade launcher, but I don't have to use it. And do it again as soon as it lets me charge. This will last a bit. Because what's supposed to happen is you shoot the grenade while they're all here, and then a canister's going off, and there's fire, allowing me to proceed. Now, there's also like a glitch. I saw a speedrun of this game, and it was kind of funny seeing the game played faster. So, but I can melee. So. I guess just to be forthcoming, I do have a few mods installed, but these are mostly quality of life mods, and like bug fixes. So there's a bunch of minigames in this game for like hacking safes and shit. I'm not fucking around with that this time. I can't use his powers yet. This is not my squad. So this is going to be kind of a slow part, but pretty important. I'm a little concerned that my character's face model wasn't changed at all. Because I changed the code for it, but it didn't seem to register, which, is what it is. So yeah, the tutorial area is going to be pretty boring. But once I get more abilities and different enemy types to go against and different squad mates, it should be better.
What are you doing here? Thought you were still a work in progress.
I just woke up. Probably know more than I do.
Right, sorry about that. I'm Jacob Taylor. I've been stationed here for...
Hostiles detected.
Damn it!
And there's a little bit of a bonus challenge of this too, where, as you can see, in cutscenes, people will use guns. And the goal is for my character, Shepard, here, to not use guns at all. My teammates are going to be able to use guns. That's not a challenge that they're going to deal with.
Your station,
And I'm going to rely on their weapons, which is going to be kind of scary.
Let's finish off these metal bastards.
So the bonus challenge is Shepard cannot use guns in cutscenes. Well, actually, let me take that back. I cannot use guns in a scene if I choose the wrong dialogue. If I choose dialogue choices or interrupts that cause me to use a gun, that the bonus challenges failed. But there are going to be cutscenes where a gun's being used, and there's nothing I can do about it. Oh, they're straight up going to give him no cooldown. Huh? But then one of the benefits too is that right now I'm trying to combo these abilities. Because they introduce combos in this game where you get an added effect.
Ready to get the hell off this station?
What's the quickest way to those shuttles?
Depends where the mechs are thickest.
Check. Shepard's alive.
Roger that, Wilson.
Let's get out of here.
All
You
right.
bet. We can get into the service.
This is gonna skip some dialogue because I don't really care about the cutscene so much because this is just meant to be a challenge run.
The whole station is crawling with mechs. I'm doing the best I can.
But I do need to care about them a little bit because I need to make sure I'm getting enough points.
Nice trip.
Yeah, right. Missed.
They found me. Help.
Wilson, where are you?
Server room B. Hurry. They're out of control.
I say that the controls do feel a little clunky when I'm playing it. Like, let's see, there's just logs. That's just doesn't matter to me too much.
Bastards got me in the leg!
We need to get off this station.
Anywhere till
Should be some med. Hopefully, there's enough to
grab
get
the
him up.
Metagel from the first aid station.
Sure thing. Power wheel, revive.
I thought maybe I could shut
We
down.
didn't
this-
ask what you were doing.
Weren't you listening? I came here to try and fix
You're all
this.
strangers.
Right,
to me.
Shepard.
Forget about Miranda. She
A
was
bunch of mechs won't drop.
Where is she? There are only two possible explanations. She's either dead or she's a traitor.
Then why did she wake me
Okay.
up?
The shuttle bay is we can overload the canister.
Okay.
That's it. Let's get out of here.
Another cutscene.
Really isn't the
We won't
time.
make
If
it.
you want to
She's
piss off the
the
boss.
Lazarus Project, the program that rebuilt you. It's
I
funded.
think I ran into Cerberus a few
Well, that's what
times.
the Alliance declared. Once we're off the station, I'll take you to the elusive man.
Well, if I won't get any more
It's not
answers.
much farther to the shuttle bay.
Yeah, I got the pad there.
They've seen us.
Gravity's 1 mother.
Impact imminent.
I already killed it.
Requesting assistance. Backup systems engaged.
Okay. Should have put on the mod for infinite sprint. Okay, so we will grab. That's not who I wanted to lock onto, but okay.
Collision proximity.
They're still alive.
Nice trip.
Cut on the corner.
Taking heavy fire!
Okay.
What the hell are you doing?
I had a feeling
Good.
Wilson.
Come on, my boss wants
You mean the elusive?
Ah, Jake.
Lying to the commander isn't the way to get her to join our cause.
Well, since we're getting everything out in the open, is there anything else?
had enough of
or
this
two,
station.
in your case?
What, we have to do this now?
We should have done weeks
Okay.
of testing.
You enlisted and won a medal fighting Batarians during the
A
skilling.
lot of lives depend
However,
on
you
it.
satisfied.
Almost. Verma out. We're
Lieutenant
used.
Caden Alenko was killed in action. It was your call.
I left a... Caden gave his
I
life.
understand.
There are other
Come
tests.
on,
I suppose
Miranda.
you're right. elusive man is waiting for you in the other room.
Here, let's hold on. We got fashion to worry about real quick. Oh, they added the Mass Effect 3 outfits in here. I forgot about that. I think we'll just keep that. And then armor. I don't have anything crazy, but we got to get the colors right. Where is it? Where is it? There you are. Brighter red? There we go. Actually, I should have the brighter red here. There we go. Cool. I feel better. At least for now. Unfortunately, I won't be using the space armor. There are other armors that provide greater bonuses to things that are more important to me. And I won't be able to modify them.
Elusive man. I thought we'd be meeting face to face.
But until then...
Not unusual for people who
You might be the reason I'm
You
still
need to put your... Humanity is up against
the
it.
Reapers.
Good to see your memory's still intact.
Cut to the chase.
Well, you've seen it yourself. You bested all of them.
If what you say is true,
I'd be disappointed if you accept. Miranda and Jacob will brief you.
I'll get what you're
Good
looking
to
for.
find it. I brought you.
Gained a level, so we should have 2 points, and we'll go straight to Biotic Mastery. So, I guess kind of a breakdown of how classes work in this game. By default, if you haven't played the game at all or beaten it, you'll have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 powers, for lack of a better term, and then you have 1 passive, which dictates like cooldowns, power, and your reputation bonuses. And then, as you see, I have a power down here. That's a bonus power. I get that through either getting a squad mate's loyalty or other means, depending on the character. So here, I've chosen Stasis because that's usually a good catch-all ability. I have no reason to talk to them. So now I have to do Freedom's Progress, which is another tutorial-esque
We should be there shortly, Shepard.
mission.
The elusive man put us under your command. Do you have any orders?
Our first priority is to look for survivors.
That's unlikely, Commander. No one was left at the
Be nice to
outpost.
find some.
Shut the fuck up, Miranda. So I'm probably gonna... Because I remember I streamed this game, like, over a year ago, and I'm sure this is all gonna be, like, things I'm gonna talk about a repeat, but, you know, whatever. So, now that I got my squad, I can kind of go over them. Miranda... I hate Miranda. I don't like her character, but it's not why I hate her. I hate her because she's boring, but she's so fucking effective in the metagame. Where the key thing, especially in higher difficulties, is that you have to strip defenses away from enemies before you can hit them with your powerful powers. And here she has Overload, which is good for getting rid of shields, and Warp, which is really good at getting rid of armor and barriers, which are like the 3 defenses. And then her passive provides squad buffs to the entire squad, so it'll buff your character and buff her as well. And Slam is actually fucking worthless. So here, we're going to be dealing with mostly mechs, so we'll probably have to, I think, going here. Let's see, well, we're not going to be dealing... Well, we might have some armor to worry about. So, it might just be a bit vanilla just to do that. Jacob, not a very fleshed out character in terms of, like, personality and stuff. He doesn't really talk about himself at all. His abilities... Let's see, let me double check my cheat sheet. And hopefully it doesn't, like, ruin what you're seeing. Yeah, it just freezes it, so that's unfortunate. But I need to double check, because I think I had him at a different... Let's see. Oh, no, I just wasn't going to give him barrier at all. Okay. That's good to know. Okay. So we can probably do the same thing here. But I think incendiary ammo is going to be more important. So if I put 5 and then 3. Yeah, because I don't... Because pull just makes it last longer, which could interact better with my stuff. But if we're going to be concerned about armor, that's going to be the way to go. Alright. Let's go ahead and save.
Looks like everyone just got up and left right in the middle of dinner.
Strange.
Okay,
No bodies,
this is where they're
no
going to want to
structural damage.
have me. There, let's go ahead and activate
signs of
this. Oh wait, no, they're not going to have me in cover yet. No, there we go. Now it's for sure on the real difficulty.
Security systems were disabled in the colonies.
Yeah, be careful.
Target.
Not a problem.
Routing power.
Because I know we got the other enemies showing up here. You can be...
Incoming. Shoot them before they take out the shield. Here we go.
Oof, oof.
Me down.
Miranda's already down. Okay. Fun. I missed?
Impact event.
Oh boy. We definitely on insanity now. Ooh, yep. Okay.
Hear that? Sounds like Fenris next.
Strange. Security systems were disabled at the other colonies.
Get over here.
I do have stasis.
Please reconsider your
I don't know if that does anything. I don't think it works too much with armor.
That one hit.
Come on over.
Isn't a weapon that doesn't... Yeah, your shotgun doesn't have the ammo on it.
You're done.
Okay, those ones popped up. You need this. And I...
You're up.
Oh, it still works on... Okay. No. Okay, now. Oh, fuck. Okay. Had the right idea, but I forgot they exploded.
Hear that? Sounds like Fenris mechs.
Security systems were disabled at the other colonies.
Allied force casualty.
Perfect.
Come on over.
Off.
Right. On target.
Affirmative.
Authorized.
Shoot them before they take out the shield.
Have a nice trip.
Did I not save that? Okay.
Target down. Those mechs shouldn't have been
Okay.
hostile.
So the kind of shitty thing about this too, the way leveling works in this game is you don't level up mid-mission almost ever. Like all of your experience comes at the end of the mission. So what I'm doing here is what I'm doing here. So we'll save. Gonna have to get in the habit of saving a bunch. Okay, do enemies pop out here?
They see you, Shepard.
They certainly do.
They drew my shields.
Oh, come on, Jacob.
I'll put him down. Got him.
So yeah, kind of a silly pacifist run, kind of not.
Shepard? Is that... You're alive?
Cerberus rebuilt me, Tally.
You'll pardon us.
We're well within our rights to investigate.
One of our people was here on pilgrimage. His name was Vitor.
Isn't that a little strange?
Quarians can choose where they go on. When he saw us landing, he hid in a warehouse.
Vitor's the only
Good
one
idea.
Now we're
No,
walking.
Prasad. Head for the warehouse through the center of the
Make sure to keep in radio
Will do.
contact.
Good luck.
Be careful, Shepard. There's a squad of security drones up ahead.
Thanks for the warning. We'll take care of him.
Mech activity.
Oh shit. Okay, okay.
Use overload on him. Oh, fuck.
Affirmative. There we go. Engaging target.
Let's get this one fucking taken care of.
Overload. Perfect. Enemy down.
Sure thing.
There we go. There we go.
Okay. We'll go ahead and refix that. Okay.
Trouble ahead.
Right.
Easy enough. This should scramble their systems.
Shepard, Praza and his squad rushed on ahead. I told them to wait, but they wouldn't listen. They want to find me. Take him away before you get here.
We should have expected this.
Come on. We can still catch them.
Save.
Not a problem.
All mine.
Affirmative.
Right.
Wait, is this just like an auto kill? No, that can't be. No way. That's good to know.
There we go. Nice.
If I just pop a stasis on those dudes, they fall over and die.
Vitor reprogrammed the heavy mech. It's tearing
Oh, there's
Praza's
some solo.
squad apart.
They did want to get to Vito first.
Get your squad into cover and I'll open the loading bay doors.
We'll take cover by the doors. Shepard, you take point.
Huh, that's funny. Alright.
Going to ground.
Heading to cover.
Take point, Shepard.
Alright, so now we got this asshole to worry about.
Overload will take out their shield. We've been spotted.
Reposition to another spot.
Right.
Take me heavy mech.
Here we go.
Wait a minute. Is this supposed to work on people with armor? Because... No, I'm curious.
I've got him.
This doesn't...
Attacking heavy
This
mech.
doesn't seem right.
Sure thing.
Firing now. They've seen us. I'm on it.
Moving to target.
Now let's finish you off.
All mine.
Affirmative.
Like, the urge to shoot is super high. Because, yeah, warp should be effective against... Okay, I need to see this.
Mother, huh? On it.
Take me heavy.
Okay, that almost looks like nothing's happening.
You bet.
I'll put him down.
Why are you not just shooting at it? Come on, Jacob.
I got him.
Okay. Looks like the powers are still working as intended. I was concerned that an old mod I had installed for previous playthroughs was still in effect even though I disabled it. And the game hasn't even been installed since then.
About to get hot.
There we go.
Take me heavy mech.
Moving to target.
Okay, yeah, stasis is kind of busted. Let's get all the goodies around here. Because if you have if you find excess metagel or heavy ammo, you'll get bonus credits. Not a lot, but you'll get credits instead. And credits are kind of a limited commodity in this game. So now I gotta be careful. This is also gonna do a tutorial about
Safe from swarms.
interrupts.
Hide. No monster.
Vitor?
No Vitor. Not here. Swarms can't find. Monsters coming. Have to hide.
Nobody's gonna hurt you.
I don't
Alright.
think he can hear you, Commander.
Have to hide.
Okay, we'll just snap him out of it. Because if I use the Renegade interrupt, I'd shoot a gun. So, bonus challenge.
Who didn't find us?
The monsters. The swarms. They took everyone.
Why didn't the
You
colonists fight?
don't know. You didn't see. But I see everything.
Looks like security footage. He must have pieced it together manually.
What the hell is that?
My God.
Thought the collectors
They
had-
usually
The
work.
collectors have advanced.
The Seekers.
What happened
The
next?
I
monsters.
think
took
that's
it.
probably all we're getting out of him.
I studied them.
We need to get this
What?
data.
We won't hurt him.
Your people tried to...
Praza was an idiot, and he and his men paid for it.
He's traumatized and he needs medical care.
Understood, Commander.
Thank you, Shepard. Good luck out
We're
there.
ready for pickup.
Alright. So, we finished the second half of the tutorial.
The Quarian, you and I have different methods, but I can't argue with your results.
The data from his Omni tool
We're still
should be
but more importantly, you confirm the collectors are behind the abduction.
Tell me what you know about these
They periodically, when they're until now, we've had no evidence of direct aggression by the collectors.
The collectors are definitely a human enemy.
Their focus shifted to you. The abductions are related. I won't wait until the Reapers are on the march. We need to take the fight.
If this is a war, I'll need an
I've
army.
already finding them, and I'll continue to track the collectors.
And this is where
When
you
they make their
get
next
the premise of
appearance,
the
I'll
game, is
notify
you're
you
building...
and your team.
I'm building a team.
You worry about the collectors. I'll make sure my team.
First,
For the
our intelligence suggests he
Let's
may
see.
know how to counter.
And then
Sounds good.
to do a suicide
else?
run.
I found someone you can trust.
I can't believe.
I know skipping the dialogue is like sacrilege, because part of the fun of the game is going through the dialogue and getting the story. But, you know.
It's good to...
Okay, I gained another level. The good news is, because I've already beaten the game, I have a permanent experience boost. So I'll be getting the level cap pretty quickly.
We know the collectors use some type of advanced technology to immobilize.
Without that counter,
Acquiring
who are
professors.
you?
I am the Normandy's artificial intelligence. The crew like to refer to me as...
Often aren't happy.
I do not help during combat. I observe and offer analysis and advice. Nothing more.
Jacob and I should return.
Giving me the quick rundown of what to expect on a ship. So you can't even get to most of the areas of the ship yet.
Come aboard, Commander.
Should have a bajillion fucking emails too, right? Okay, that's wanting me to go there. Getting Zaid, who's gonna be an instant include. Let's see, survey ship, recon hood, arc projector. We're not gonna use. Kasumi we're gonna get, but we're not gonna do our mission. So just another caveat to this too. This is not gonna be 100%. Stream elements come and added 45 minutes late. Ooh. Ooh. My alarm doesn't go off on Friday nights. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put away the way screen. I gotta make sure one of my cats got her meds. I'm gonna feed her. So I'll be right back. I'm back. Okay, so yeah, so I don't even have access to the full ship yet, but I want to at least get the side quest started. I don't think I need to talk to Kelly, like, at all. But I need to talk to Chakwas, Gardner, and Ken and Gabriella. So I can get their little side quest started.
Commander Shepard, I watched
Nice to see a familiar face.
the kind of trauma you endured. But
Do you have everything you need?
And I even had a bottle of Ceres ice
I'll
bran.
keep an eye
Oh,
out.
you needn't. It's expensive.
see you later.
Commander.
It's not that expensive. So yeah, for an Insanity playthrough, usually a good idea at this point is to take care of all the side quests you can,
That day, as Sergeant Rupert Gardner here.
especially the ones that don't involve combat.
Taking down the collectors is going to be rough business.
What do you
If
need?
I had some quality
If I
ingredients.
head that way, I'll keep an
Anything
eye.
else you'd like to talk about?
I won't take any
Back to
more.
work.
Alright, lighting's different in this game too. But yeah, so that's kind of what I'm just prepping to do right now, is taking care of getting these side missions taken care of. Once I get to the galaxy map, I can kind of explain how the structure of the game is meant to be.
You came all the way down here to see us?
You're speaking to our commanding officer.
I'm Engineer
That's
Ken.
Engineer Gabriella.
What can we do for you, Commander? We can't complain.
Kenneth, you're complaining.
What kind of problems
When
do
they
you have?
upgraded them, I won't bore you with the tech.
Kenneth,
but
in short, if we had T6s,
Why isn't something
it's
like
probably
that?
just
Also, the
we could
T6
probably find used ones in the Omega
Carry
market.
on.
will do, Commander.
Okay.
I'm amazed Shepard came down to see us.
I told you she could.
So then we'll go to the CIC.
Joker would like to see you up on the bridge, Commander.
Joker can go suck a fuck right now. Okay, so if I were to zoom out, so as we can see, it kind of highlights where I have quests available and shit. And the game is broken up into like certain sections where right now there are 4 major recruitment missions I need to complete before moving on to the next phase of the game. That's going to be recruit Archangel, recruit the Professor, recruit the Convict, and recruit the Warlord. Recruit the Veteran and recruit the Master Thief are DLC characters, so they're not mandatory. But the other 4 are, and once I get all 4 of them, I'll be forced into a mission called Horizon, and that'll be my first major run-in with the Collectors. And that's where from my recollection, when I played this on Insanity with Infiltrator, Horizon was the toughest mission in the game. However, the Legendary Edition did make that mission easier, to my knowledge. So what I need to do is complete as many of the little side quests as I possibly can before getting to Horizon. Main reason for that is, aside from additional resources and experience, I could find new research to do. Research usually offers benefits such as increased health, reduced cooldowns, increased damage, shit like that. So, we will go to Omega first. Actually, I can wait. Can I? I'm pretty sure I can wait. Because... Here. And here's one of the other stupid things about the game. Probing and shit. So the way it's supposed to play is you scan and you shoot a probe, but I've modded the game to allow me to only need to do 1 probe at a time. And I get everything from the planet.
In research projects, platinum is used to upgrade sniper rifles, shotguns,
Otherwise,
and
I'd be sitting here forever. And believe you me, when I played this on the 360, that's what I did. So, I guess a little bit of my history with this game. I think it's fair to say this is one of my favorite games ever, hence why I'm doing a challenge run of it. And this came out for the 360 in January of 2010, so 14 years ago. Alright, 14 years ago, I was in my final year of college, and that semester had started around this time of year, and I had mostly independent study classes that semester. And, you know, I go in, I'm like, alright, it's time for school. I'm paying for the shit, I'm going, and my professor for my independent studies told me, hey, you're going to spend the first 2 weeks figuring out what you want to do for your independent studies. And for the first 13 days of those 2 weeks, I played this game. Because this game came out right when the semester started, and yes, that's what I decided to do. So yeah, I need fuel and probes in order to do any of this stuff. So the Normandy crash sites would be here. I'm surprised it's not popping up. Hi, Navi.
Launching probe.
But either way, getting all these resources now isn't going to be terrible. Oof, stiff competition, but you got it.
I have detected an anomaly.
Wait. This is...
General distress. Beacon auto process interrupted at parse point
Probe
ACO6.
launched. Something on our sensors.
Now, does it save? Okay. Because that is a side quest I'm going to need people for. So far, not terrible. Had a little bit of a hiccup early on, but got through it pretty quick. Right now, it's just trying to min-max and make things as easy as possible. So, you have two forms of combat. You have weapons and you have powers. So I'll be strictly using powers.
Probe launched. Research project. Palladium is used to upgrade heavy pistols, armor, and cybernetics.
Basically, yes. But space magic. So it's different. I feel like I'm not getting a DLC pack in here. Which doesn't make sense. It should be built in. That's the only planet that was here. Okay. Because I thought the Crash Normandy site would be here. Unless it's trying to tell me... Unless it did the delayed shit. I think it's what's going on. I can't do it right away. I have to do something else. Which, you know, not the end of the world. There's clearly a planet there. There it is, hidden away. This has got to be a rich one, right? That's just moderate. That's fine.
Probe launched.
Yeah, once I get into, like, actual gameplay and not this boring-ass mining shit, I'll,
Launching probe.
I can kind of break down how combat will work for my character here. Because, as a caveat, you know, I'm the only character that's not allowed to use weapons. My squad mates have to use weapons.
Probe away.
But yeah, kind of going back into earlier story, when I played this game, when I played on the 360, I mean, there's no mods for it, so you had to, like, highlight each planet and watch the graph go up and watch the line go up, and if it did, that's where you wanted to send a probe. And imagine doing that for all the planets, but you have to use the triggers on your controller to do that, and the blue controller I had at the time eventually became busted on this trigger, which is like the scanning one. So yeah, I had a squeaky left trigger on that controller because of this fucking game. And it's boring ass mining and probing of planets. Well, but we'll pick up our first DLC character. And honestly, I have no plans on getting the second DLC character, because she's not going to be really worth a damn for this run. Mining and probing gets you resources. Resources are used to invest, to look into research purposes. So I'll take my only 2 characters available to me. Okay, so I do have stuff, but I want to focus on biotic mastery. More than anything else. I could give you pull. It is just increased duration, allows for better that. You, we'll just go with the generic bonus here. Yeah, I'll give you pull. And then we're going to sit tight. So yeah, there are 6 classes in the game. I'm playing as the one that's focused on biotics, which is the space magic. So I'll like create a miniature black hole. I'll use force abilities to push and pull people around. So that's how I'm playing through the game. But I'm also gonna be skipping most of the scenes.
Oh, of course, Margaret.
Because again, challenge run, I don't need to watch all the movies that come with this game.
You know who I am?
Of course.
Not really. Working from home was pretty rough, if I say so myself.
Keep that in mind.
There was a moment it was fine because they were playing with each other in the playroom as intended, but then one of them got hurt, and then they were fighting, and then they both were interested in what I was doing. There was a funny moment with one of my sons where I walked away, and I'm smart enough to lock my laptop because I don't want them messing with the files that I'm working on. And I come back and I see, and he's like at the login screen, just pressing on the keyboard. And I'm like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm working." And I'm like, "Yeah, okay, you're funny." He's like, "I am funny." But yeah, that was a little annoying.
Shut it.
But was worse was actually like coming across actual problems where my son, you know, they were messing around with the computer while I was in the middle of working, so that led to a few hiccups. But no, I came across like bigger problems that needed my full investigative abilities, and I don't want to do that on one small screen. So here's Zaid, probably my favorite of the human characters in the entire series that joins your squad.
You have to help me.
No one said you could talk, jackass.
You Zaid Masani?
But that's because he follows a trope that I love, which is the disgruntled bounty hunter.
Yeah, that's me. You must be Commander
The
Shepard.
I'm too old for this shit mercenary.
Good to have you, Zaid. We have a lot to do.
That's what they tell me. I assume the elusive man told you about our arrangement.
No. I guess he decided
Good thing I asked. Picked up a mission a little while back, just before I signed on with Cerberus. Thought you might be interested. You heard the name Vito Santiago? He's there. Seems he recently captured an Elfell Ashland refinery on Zoya.
I'll make sure we get that
Good.
done.
Get it out of the way so we can concentrate on being big.
No, they don't go to school on except for the first Friday each month because they're in, you know, preschool.
I better turn this thing in before it starts to stink. I'll be locked and loaded next time.
So no,
ready to get some killing done.
But they also have Monday off because of fucking the holiday. But I still gotta work, so that's something. I guess we'll just keep these people in my party for now. But eventually we're gonna swap out one of them. That's just how it goes. Martin Luther King Jr. Day is on Monday, so schools are shut down for that. And we didn't go. We do have hills for sledding, but it wasn't. We live by probably one of the bigger ones in town that we can go sledding on. It's just that it was still a bit of a travel, and it was snowing a little bit. It was snowing pretty consistently all day, and I think it's still snowing. We shoveled twice, but I'm also big on not wanting people to fall down. Plus, I knew my grandfather was stopping over to give me money, so I didn't want him to fall and hurt himself. But no, the girlfriend she took him outside to build a snowman and play and shit. Only have one hill. Okay, so we have 2 places in the city where the city sets up tires to walk up the hill with. So there's the big park that's known for its hill, and then we have a middle school that is along a very steep hill. Right? It's a smaller hill, but it's steep, so you go pretty fast. Or you got the big hill where it actually dips down, so you're not going to hit anybody, but everybody goes to that hill. There's also other parks that are kind of out of county, but we don't really have a lot of spots that you can like actually go wee. You can go, like you'll slide for a little bit. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna start doing side quests right away. We are going to. Well, that's the thing, though. Like, we are kind of in a flatland area in the state, but like because we're closer to Illinois, and Illinois is like the flattest of flats. So we're gonna help this dude out, but we're gonna do it a little unconventionally.
I interest you in some. Every credit goes toward a ticket to get me off this forsaken rock.
Let's see. So
I buy a lot of parts now. Of course.
Then we have a deal. Maybe I'll at least sell something to you.
I have to go.
Please check with my kiosk.
okay. So I convinced him to give me a deal, but I also want to get a deal at another store that I'll probably never buy anything from.
Under Admiral Hackett's orders, money raised from wedding fees goes to funds for Alliance veterans.
He didn't get to the blight line yet, because he'll call him like, "You there, you are a blight."
Tentatively excited. Welcome,
Kinds of
friendly,
things.
with pride,
I have things to do.
courteous.
Oh, maybe. Hold on. Let's see what do you have for
Take a
sale?
look at my kiosk if you want
Not gonna
to
buy. Not gonna buy. Not gonna buy. The hack module I do not need. Looks cool, but I have no need for that, and I don't need that either. So there's nothing that you have for sale that I need. Fantastic. So let's see what's important here. Because I know the main reason I want to help this dude out. Here, let's actually complete the quest and see if I can do that.
What brought a nice kid like
You can see how that.
Oh, that's
turned out.
why.
Harrod's forcing me to sell high, and I can't even afford a ticket.
Why does Harrod control the price?
Well, no one will buy from me when he's so much cheaper. I can't save enough money for a ticket off the station. Please check with my kiosk.
Okay. Now we're gonna talk to that Elcor. And I'm gonna fucking intimidate the fuck out of him. And then not even use the discount he's gonna give me. Then I'll go back and pay them. Oh. Nah. This game does got some jank animations, though. Like, the series has some kind of jank animations.
Tentatively excited. Welcome, human.
Tell me about your deal.
Suspicion. Accusatory.
I like how this dude's got a
I
cigar,
don't
though.
understand how it is any concern of yours.
What if you and I make a deal?
With barely contained terror, you drive a hard bargain, human.
I haven't even started.
Resignation, conciliatory, to show
I have
that
things to do.
courteously.
Okay.
Have a fine day. Take a look at my kiosk if you want to buy.
End is not.
Is sci-fi my favorite genre? I don't really have a favorite genre for video game, or like thematic genre rather. Like I like sci-fi and fantasy in equal spades if we're gonna like do that dichotomy of like either or. It all just depends on how the game presents itself and its setting. Okay, so he does take a step back. Nice.
At this rate, I'll be off the station.
And then I'll just give you
How
the
much
money.
do you need to get off?
I still need 1,000. This is my mistake on my pilgrimage.
Here, take this.
Here you go.
I'm going to buy my ticket right now.
Okay. Would you play Starfield? No. Because I actually don't like Bethesda games that much. Okay, so we do need this. This will come in handy at some point. Mattock is a sexy gun that I don't think is going to be beneficial. But they are cheap. Well, let's go ahead and get the heavy skin weave now.
This might be useful.
Let's see. Game, it's gonna look frozen because I alt-tabbed. I gotta double check. Something here, okay. No, like I said, so Elder Scrolls Morrowind I couldn't get into when it came out because it was my first experience with a Western RPG, and I saw there was a stamina bar and I lost my shit. Like, I played it, I spent like 30 minutes making my character, and I wasn't happy with any of the results, how they looked, because they weren't like, admittedly they weren't anime enough for me at the time. But I made somebody, and cool, and I started like, I jumped in the air and I saw I had this green bar depleting when I was doing it. I'm like, I have a stamina? I'm like, yo, no! And I got rid of the game right away. Oblivion, though, I did like. I did put a lot of time in Oblivion. I had fun with that one. And then Skyrim, I put time into it, but it wasn't like... The game was okay. It definitely felt like a step down from the other ones, but over a stamina bar, yes. Over a stamina bar. But I was also like 16 at the time. Like, you couldn't convince me stamina was necessary. This isn't too expensive. We'll go ahead and just get that now. So I'm not going to need that shotgun, but other characters might. Okay, what do you have? You have the armor that I need. So let's go ahead and insult you so you give me a...
Not much.
I'm in the mood to spend some money, but I think I can find better stuff elsewhere.
I didn't do the Oblivion Gates, to be fair.
You're willing to risk the black market.
So, Oblivion Gates, yes, were boring, which is why I didn't do them. But what I liked for Oblivion over Skyrim was that Oblivion had more prominent differences between the character races that you could play as. So they all felt more unique to play, where they were pretty ho-hum in Skyrim, which I was able to fix on PC by modding in different things that allowed them to be more extravagant and actually have some solid differences. But the other part, too, if you have coin, yes. Khajiits are awesome. And the other thing is I preferred the guild quest lines more in Oblivion than I did Skyrim. Okay, so this will have to save that. But this is going to be my armor for the entirety of the run. Argonians are cool. Let's say I had... So the way I did play Oblivion the first time is I made new characters based on which guild I wanted to play in. Because I was really big on having like that variety as opposed to, oh no, you're so literally supposed to do everything with one character. So I did an Argonian for Dark Brotherhood. I roleplayed a shadow scale. But my main like fighters guild, you know, hero Kavach character was a dark elf, and then I think I did Khajiit for the Thieves Guild. And the Mages Guild, I don't even fucking remember. Because the Mages Guild, I won't lie, the Mages Guild was pretty boring in that game. Okay, so now, need to go into the bar. Arya's gonna want to talk to me, but I'm not gonna do that yet. We'll do this for the...
What are you looking at?
Don't you have something better to do than pick fights with people you don't know?
No, just the ones who get in my
You see
face.
my gun.
Fine.
I say Dark Brotherhood was a lot of fun. I liked the, you know, you get a bonus item if you meet certain conditions, and usually that bonus item helps you with the next mission. And then Thieves Guild, while extremely short, like breaking in and getting the Elder Scroll, that was a fun quest. Because I wasn't expecting it to take that long, and also wasn't expecting like the rewards you earned from the previous quest coming into play into that one. Okay, so we're not going to do that yet. We will go down here. And we're going to have ourselves a little drink. So we'll talk to Forvan. Order a drink. He's gonna give us something special, and then we're gonna pass out. Because that dude is not like humans, and he poisons them.
Say something, Commander.
What's going on?
You ought to be all right. Looks like you broke the first rule of Omega. Don't order a drink at Afterlife if you're human.
That bartender tried to
Tried is the word. As far as I know, you're the first. Me and my friend Jake went there to celebrate our new shipping business. He got real drunk, and an hour later he was puking blood.
Duly noted.
Be careful out there.
All right. Where are we? Alright, let's go find this dude again, and I think we're gonna just go to the renegade route here.
Do I know you? No, humans all look the same. Here, have a drink on the house. But you drank? You should be dead. Wait, you don't want me to?
Now, drink it.
No, you can't.
Drink it, or I'll blind you one eye at a time.
Get wrecked. So, I guess we'll just get the discussion with Arya out of the way. Who's actually right above me here.
I was told you depends on the you run Omega, but you need more. Don't fuck. If you forget.
Then I toss your soul.
So, what can I do for you?
Nothing.
Maybe I'll be here.
Okay. Now we're gonna go back. How much money do I have? Decent amount still. could get that assault rifle.
Come on, let me in.
But I don't think it's gonna matter as much because even though that assault rifle is the best weapon in the game, it doesn't mean anything in the hands of the squad mates you have. Because the main perk to that weapon is that it fires as fast as you can pull the trigger. Because a single shot, semi-automatic, and the NPCs don't utilize that in any capacity. So we'll go back to the Normandy. Let's go ahead
You received a new message at your private terminal.
go to my cabin, change my armor. We'll never look at my character's face again outside of the ship. Because I get to put on Dragon Age armor. So, just to kind of explain how armor works, each piece, if you do the modular ones here, they provide like small buffs here and there. But to the power of DLC, they added other armors that provide more substantial buffs, but you can't modify how they look at all. So this one's gonna give me more power damage and more shield strength, which is gonna be, you know, pretty handy. Oh, wait. I got emails. I got emails to read. Oh, hold on. Exit. There we go. Right? No. That was very delayed. Kelly, get out of here. Okay. Bam. Leave orbit. Do I need more of this shit? I do. Okay, we are going to go to the Citadel. Alright, we will bring Zaid and... whatever. Okay, still at 2. You're at 0. You actually have a very specific path I want to take you on. So, Alt-Tab real quick. Look at my personal guide. So, boom, Zaid is 2443. Okay. So 2, and then we want to start bumping you guys up. That's going to lead to 6, right? What is that does more against shields and synthetics? And this will be an all-around buff, though, so I guess let's do it like that. Skip. Okay, we're not gonna recruit you. Don't care.
Obviously, security.
What? So, our scanners are picking up false readings.
It was only mostly.
Why don't you talk to my captain? He's just beyond the scan.
You'll have to make him. I see the problem already, Commander Shepard.
Your sergeant said
you
you could help.
then to. So how about I just press this button right
That'd
here?
be great.
You should head up to the Presidium, though. The council.
I will.
Yeah. Anyway, something else you need?
I should be going.
Nope.
If you need
Okay.
anything else, let me know.
What do you have for sale? Space hamster? No. Okay, I don't need to try just saying you discriminate against the poor. I do need to listen to you, though.
I heard that those lakes up on the Presidium are filled with fish. No, they're not. You ever been up there?
I keep clicking in the left stick to sprint, but that's not how this game works. You have to press and hold A to sprint, which is kind of tricky to do when you're trying to, like, run corners and stuff. Okay, you, though, will be big mad at me.
Excuse me.
What?
Look, I know our race is...
You are kinslayers. You're Admiral Hackett.
There's nothing I can do about that.
You hunt Geth?
Geth, pirates, mercenaries...
That's dangerous. I don't like your kind, but I'll help the enemy of my enemy.
Thank you.
Just get the hell out of here before I change my mind.
Okay. Isn't that the sniper that I want? Alt-tab, freeze the screen again. Pretty sure it's the incisor, right? Yeah. That'll be good for a few characters. I don't want to get the damage stuff just yet because I can't research it quite yet. But it'll be handy later for sure. Damn it. Okay, this should be the bar. So I can talk to the groundskeeper.
I noticed you're running.
Those are the only place I know of on the station to get a live.
Thanks for your time.
If you get up to the Presidium, check out the DeMille flowers across from the conduits. They're coming in very nicely.
The people want to hear you. Do you have a minute?
You spent the whole time trying...
I just want to give your... If true, you told Admiral Hackett to abandon the Destiny Ascension, sacrificing nearly
Could punch her again,
10,000
but
lives, including the previous Citadel Council.
It was time for us to find our own path. I'm a spacer, never set foot on Earth until enlisting. But that day, we stood as one people.
But what about interspecies relations?
We have a new council, new friends. We took a tragic vacuum and created an opportunity. Unless you're saying humanity and our many partner species don't deserve that chance to excel, don't insult them. It's beneath you.
Commander Shepard, check bid. We get it? Great. Bull rushed on my own show.
Have you tried Galaxy of Fantasy yet? I love that game. It's based on Turian mythology, but it's really fun. I hear it has 11 million players.
I talked to one of the Presidium.
I told why. Thanks for telling me. It's all he's talked about all damn day.
Let's see. You should have the food I need.
I hear this is the best place for food on Zakara Ward.
You're wrong.
This is the best place for food on the whole damn Citadel.
I never bought the Ceres Ice Brandy. There's another bartender I had to talk to. I had to go back. Alright. Talk
Sorry,
here.
I'm trying to take a step.
I
need you. It was a poor choice of words.
I'll see if I can find out.
We'll do all we can to resolve.
Let's go.
Be careful out there.
So I should talk to you.
Welcome to Siren.
Do I know you?
No, but
yeah,
I know
I've been
you.
getting that a lot.
Please, look around the store. It's a pleasure to have
You
you.
know, I use quite a bit of
It's a
software.
shame so few understand their own
You
equipment.
wouldn't believe.
Oh,
you know, I
would.
like your
I'd be
product.
thrilled.
Don't worry about
Absolutely.
it. I'm Commander Shepard.
Ah, my favorite customer. What?
Volus was
I didn't. If you see him, tell me. I'll be here if you need anything.
Okay, tech damage won't... Well... That's probably worth the investment, though. At least initially. Okay, and then... Got you over here. Let's see what you got for sale before I try to do anything. Med-gel capacity. Oh, that's reason enough.
Good day, citizen. With respect. Oh my.
It's a deal.
I'll work it into our...
Bam.
This looks interesting.
Okay. That has immediate impact, I believe, though.
You forgot your credit.
I'll get a permanent residence, or I'll run you in for favors.
Are you two serious?
No. How about if I
I think both of you.
son of a...
Thank you.
What the hell was that C-sec, guys?
Okay. Now I need to get to here, so I can go to the Presidium.
I'm glad you came. I spoke to Udina. He never listens to me.
They need someone like you on the council.
I'm not sure I have the stomach to wait. Couldn't do much worse than Udina, though. All he seems to care about is public relations with the rest of the council. He doesn't want to deal with the real
I'm still not clear on why you want
rumors that you're working with Cerberus haven't helped. What are you doing out there? But you can. Or at
The
least
Reapers are moving
the
again.
collectors? I tried to get the truth out, but they don't want to see it. It's just easier for them to accept Sovereign as a Geth warship.
It's not like you to give up,
I haven't
Anderson.
given up. But I have to be real. It's up to you. I'll keep the council in the alliance.
Anderson, we need to talk about...
Stop by to see how
Somehow I'll have to make sure to speak with the rest of the council.
You know they refuse to meet with the commander?
And you know they have Anderson?
What an ass.
Will Udina find a way
I
to
should
get
be so lucky. But once he... Besides, there aren't any official records that you and I... If I get fired, people will ask questions. So he'll keep me on and just sweep this whole...
How've the last couple
No, but I know how important it is. So I keep trying.
Forget Udina
I'm
and the
too
council.
old to go racing. The front line.
I better go.
Of course, Shepard, I understand.
Okay.
I wish I could do
Breeze through
more
all
to help
that. What are y'all
But
doing?
if you ever want to talk, I'll be here.
And yeah, I should take care of all that stuff. Okay. So we will go leave orbit. Could start the Firewalker stuff. Let's see. Let me double check. What are my options here? Referring to the guide. So we already got the incisor. So we'll just highlight that. We already got the Geth plasma shotgun. Small quests are done. Highlighting some stuff. We did this one. We did that one. Did that one. And we did that one. Okay. So I got these other little quests available. Here, wait. We will talk to a couple people, see what. Because I don't think I just get experience for buying this shit. I think I have to talk to them afterwards.
I've already thrown together some of my truth. Anyway,
There we go.
thanks again. You really came through.
You're the best, Commander. We just got those FBA couplings installed. Now we only have to calibrate every week instead of every day. We're thinking about celebrating.
Come on, Kenneth. The commander doesn't want to play cards with grease.
Actually, that sounds
Fantastic. I'll get the cards.
My Skillion 5's a bit rusty.
Of course, Commander.
Yeah, right.
Be gentle on the rookie. I can't believe he fell for that.
So worth losing to see you taken down and out.
Bradward. Yo! Thanks for the raid. How's it going, Raiders? Oh, raiding and then followed. What a champ. Excuse my frozen game screen as I alt-tab one of these. How was the Super Mario 64 treating you?
Make a vacation home for him. He wants a giant toilet. Yeah. He wants a toilet island, which I can get down with. Like I love pooping. Like it's nice for life.
Let's see. So that requires some stuff. I gotta get there. I do have a thing here. Well, on Source, to be fair, it's only ever been your fault the entire time. Mass Effect without weapons is not too bad so far. The only had 2 deaths, but I'm also at the point where it's still early enough to where you don't really notice, because I'm trying to like just do prep work, trying to do as much as I can prior to getting to a certain point in the game, and it's best to do them all right away. Right now, I'm just reviewing my own guide here, seeing what I have as options. And that's probably going to be better until after I get Garrus. I can't do that one yet. Okay, so it looks like I have to start recruiting people. I did choose Adept, yes. Now, granted, it would be super easy if I chose a Sentinel. That would be the easiest one ever, because you just strip all the defenses and you have damn near infinite health. I went with Adept because I thought that Adept's not a class I've spent a lot of time on, but if I wanted to make it super hard, Soldier. Just gotta stick with meleeing and giving squad power or squad ammo bonuses to the squad. You know, that'd be silly, but a Soldier would be more feasible on Mass Effect 3. And there's a very particular point where the run would have to stop, and I think that'd be a very appropriate spot to stop doing it. Okay, so if I'm gonna do Mordin, that's gonna be Blue Suns. No, Mordin is fleshy types. So actually Jacob would be a good pick. Yeah, despite being let down by the ending of 3, the trilogy itself is still among my favorites. It's, you know, very, like, goes into the whole identification of me. You know, this is, like, a very specific moment in my life. And I still, I guess, you know, the fact that I'm doing a challenge run is part of that. Like, I'm finding new ways to play. So, yeah. So we will go ahead and change your snipper to that. And we're gonna go recruit Mordin.
Quarantine warnings about the slums where Dr. Mordin Solus runs the clinic. Anticipate resistance at the transport station. I have also accessed messages between mercenary groups regarding plans to deal with the Archangel.
You missed a $7 sale. Dude, how could you miss it? You were talking about it for the entirety of it being on sale. Bruh. But yes, there are a lot of games. And I guess it could be intimidating. You're like, dude, I can get this for $7, but it's 3 games, not 3 small games. 3, like, full-on experiences that connect.
Humans can't get the plague. Now let me get my stuff out before
This thing affects every other race out there. We're not taking chances.
There's a Solarian named
Doctor? Yeah, crazy bastard opened a clinic in the district a few months ago. The Blue Suns weren't too happy when he moved in. I hear Mordin's trying to deal with the plague. I wish him luck.
Well, I guess to your benefit, I am skipping most of the cutscenes when I'm allowed to.
Our orders are to wait until either the plague or the Blue Suns kill everyone.
Because I don't need these cutscenes for
You think you can?
Wait,
you don't have
this run.
Plague sounds dangerous.
Okay, time for some quote-unquote real gameplay. And they're gonna make me change my party anyway. Okay, we're gonna keep, because I do have that other shotgun, I believe. Yeah, I did buy that, but the katana I think is gonna work better. Let me compare. Yeah, because they're not really gonna charge. It's got a longer range. This must have been a Sony game, hey? No. No. Because at least the Sony games have better animations. Okay. Is that the way I'm supposed to go? I think so. Is there anything over here? Ezo, yeah. Speaking of movie games, did you finish Ghost of Tsushima? Are you done with it?
Don't shoot. They're cleared to come in.
You're like, you know what? I'm not in the mood for a 40-hour-long movie. Let's see. Is there anything over there? Can I even get over there? Good times.
Good luck in there. Blue Suns and Orchard shooting anything that moves.
Alright. These dudes are going to attack me? Blue Suns. Okay. You need that on. And that is all I have against Blue Suns. But that should be the only Blue Suns I need. And then, well, we'll give you the certain damage buff. Let's see.
Take control of its most basic. Pile the bodies in the street and burn them.
Ew, is that having me pick up heavy weapon ammo? Got anything?
Tried to claw his way out.
Nope.
Can't say I wouldn't do.
Nope, I don't need to hear your diary. Okay, Batarian victim.
Bad enough you infect us with this.
Is there anything I can...
Your plague did this to me.
I need to find Mordin.
I hope you... Damn it. Damn you.
Hey, stay with me. This won't cure the plague, but it might help a bit. It's what I do.
Your what? What do you wish to know?
When I find Mordin,
I want to die.
I should go.
Goodbye, human.
So yeah, Ghost wasn't a bad game. I liked it a lot at first, but then, you know, as it kept going, I got a little tired of it. Oh, is there a fight here? Yeah, there's more Blue Suns here. So...
Rear guard!
Will this blow it up?
This'll put him down.
Not enough. I get stuck. Get stuck in a corner. Peek.
Loud and clear.
Oh. Mine.
On it.
Good shot.
Jacob, get in
Let's
there.
go on it.
Taking cover.
Lock and load.
Moving to target.
Okay. I know there's someone still alive. Oh shit, there's a handful of people still alive.
Sure thing.
Okay, now I can pull you.
Come on over. Got it.
Yeah, not having overload is kind of a pain in the ass right now. Probably getting a little too close. Oh shit. Get the fuck out of here. I'm probably gonna get like pot shot once. Hold on, I saw something. Yoink!
Gravity's one mean mother, huh?
What about you?
Sit down.
Nothing, I guess.
Down you go.
Nice.
Get over here.
Okay. Oh, Zaid's dead. Okay. Doesn't it do any damage if I... No? See, I don't want to waste a meta gel.
I got it.
Should only be one left, so- Wait, is there someone else still alive? Oh, Zaid's back in action. How the hell did he get back up?
Firing concussive shot. Gun.
I'll take it.
Is that it? Okay, not bad. A little curious as to how he rezzed himself, but... You know what I haven't done in a very long time? Save my game. Okay, so this room should have Vorcha and some Krogan, I believe. And that's not gonna be on time. So, gotta think. Yeah, Overload would have been good against those dudes for sure. Oh boy, oh boy. Not what I was looking for.
Firing concussive shot.
Fuck out of here. Look at that.
Gravity's one mean mother,
I got
huh?
hit by the corner.
Firing an impact shot.
What the fuck? Guys.
Get over here.
Raven land.
Target down.
Dead.
Gravity's one mean mother,
He's
huh?
just on a corner, my guy. dude I locked onto? Just...
Put him down.
Oh shit. Oh, come on. This fucking Krogan as soon as I can. Don't you fucking die, Zaid.
Lock and load.
Okay, he died. Well, at least I got rid of the Krogan. Probably gonna be a little stingy here. Another Krogan. Oh, fuck me. I'll just wait for you to get closer. Titan run. How's it going, Burb? How you been? Okay, okay. Good luck with the raid farming. So I assure you, you're just missing out on peak performance of Mass Effect 2 gameplay here. Also, I'm really surprised by how busted Stasis is. No way they should be knocked down this long. Oh, you're too close, actually. Get down. Okay, gotta hide. Oh shit. Alright. This kinda sucks, but I think I have to do it. Jacob's gonna die right away, isn't he?
Have a nice trip. Can't hide from me.
Okay, hold on. Okay. I think I gotta be careful because I think these dudes might be infinitely spawning.
I've got him.
missing?
Get over here! On it. Who's next?
Okay, you were already dead. You're still a problem.
Hell yeah. That was nice.
Okay.
The Blue Suns have given up a lot of turf. That doesn't bode well for them.
So that was a little dicey. But hey, we're kind of already halfway through this mission, so that's cool.
Hostiles are cleared.
Professor, we're running low on toxic. Use melanorin. Plenty on hand. Almost as good. Causes cramping bacteria. Supplement with butymerol.
So yeah.
Why not applicable?
Another metagel capacity thing. Nice.
Demonizing toxic to humans. Not an option. Not an option.
Are they gonna force me into a cutscene with them right away? No. Good. This is another med kit. Nice. Okay.
Here for something else? Fortune? The plague. Investigating possible use as bioweapon. No. Too many guns. Not enough data, equipment. Soldiers. Not scientists.
No need for renegade interrupt here.
Higher guns.
There we go.
Relax, Mordin. I'm Commander Shepard, and I came here to find you. I'm on a critical mission, and I need your help.
Mission? What mission? No.
Ever heard of an organization?
Why request?
I'm on a mission.
Collect, but must stop plague first. Already have
I'll
cure.
get in.
What the hell was that?
Here, one more thing. Daniel, one of my assistants, went into Borgia territory looking for victims. Hasn't come back.
If I see him,
Thank you. Told him not to go.
I found a battalion.
Risky. Blue Sun's fortress.
Let's
still.
head for the
Yes,
environment.
good.
Okay.
Restore power. Release cure. We'll be here when you return.
Cool. Okay, let's go ahead and save. So now we shouldn't have to worry about any more Blue Suns, but everything's got armor and a lot of Orcha. Overload would help if these dudes didn't have armor. Open the gates of battle.
Gotta hurt.
You
Have a nice trip. Hostile down.
usually fuck enemies. Fucking Jacob.
Mordin can cut this shot.
What do I got to worry about here? Oh, shit.
Here we go. Lock and load.
here.
Can't hide from me.
Taking fire.
Lock and load.
Try and move it up. Didn't realize Jacob was so damn flimsy here. You can knock that.
Firing an impact shot. Firing concussive shot. Here we go. Side shot.
Up.
Here we go. Hostile
Nice.
down.
Completely missed shit. Spam. Motherfucking Krogan. I mean, it's right.
Lock and load. I put him down.
Die, Jacob.
This'll put him down.
Oh shit. Oh, there's two Krogan.
Clear the blast out.
Maybe even three Krogan? You just gonna run up at him? Crazy.
Nice coming.
Okay. Is that the end? Seems like it. Alright. Fantastic. That went pretty smooth. I'm not going to be on the lookout for a little side area I can go into to save the dude's assistant. But I think there's like some dudes that pop out over here. So that looks like that goes to the fans. Yeah, here we go.
I'm telling you the truth.
We know you're spreading the thing.
Those vials contain the
Maybe
cure.
we should cut off. Look out! Don't move. One more step and we kill your friend.
I know you're scared of the. If he was spreading the virus, why would he come into Vorcha territory?
She's right. Doesn't make any sense. If we release the prisoner, we can go.
You have my word on it.
Let him go. You got what you wanted, human. We
had a deal.
Human nobility.
Thank you. Did Mordin send you to find me?
The professor could use your help right now.
Okay.
Cool. Anything else in here? Nope. Cool. How close are we to leveling anyway? 100. Oh, yikes. And this is like the big room.
We got
Fans.
company.
Wait. I saw you posing over there. Yeah, warp seems to be my main method of damage right now, and I'm probably gonna have to keep it that way. Cause Singularity's nice, stasis is pretty solid. But, you know, I'm just kinda not doing much. These are gonna be kind of a pain though. This room, I don't know. Okay. It didn't arc nearly enough. Jacob. Okay, yeah, I have to aim a little higher.
Come on over.
Okay, you appear to be dead. Good. One dude here. That's cool. Should be able to lock onto you.
About clear. I'll put him down.
I can aim high enough, right? No, it's still hit. There's another one up there again? What the hell? Okay, warp. I gotta cover. Shouldn't do shit. Someone behind me? Okay. Jacob's down because you didn't die. Okay. So, what else we got? Here. Got someone directly underneath me. Oh, we're gonna focus on this dude. No, I don't want to do any of that. I am getting hurt a lot more. Look at this. That reach, how cool, dude. Hit me. You know, having the high ground is nice, but like I can't see where these dudes are at. Completely whiffed, that sucks. Did you just regenerate your fucking armor, you ass?
Shield.
Get back here.
Time to die.
Where'd you go? Like, do it! Trying to be sneaky.
Lock and load. Loud and clear.
Anyway.
Hell yeah.
There we go. Okay, that's all of them. So now, save. Get to the tough part of the run, the final room. Where I have to worry about Krogan, Vorcha, and the fan stuff. Right? Oh wait, no, there's one other little encounter over here. You need to freeze.
Incoming. I'll put him down.
Gotcha.
Moving to target. Got a line.
Firing an impact. Good. Get over here.
Nice. It's fan control. There would have been like another item. Oh, there's a med pack. And spare parts. Credits and credits.
We're close to the environmental controls. Let's get that cure in, then hit the fans.
Alright. Save again.
You know, come, everyone.
Collectors make us strong.
Then collectors. What are the collectors?
Okay.
Get over here. About to get hot.
On it.
Taking heavy fire.
Here we go.
I've got him.
Completely with that shit.
Firing concussive shot.
Shepard, I've scanned the room. The central control system is in an alcove in the center of the back wall. You can inject the cure and reinitialize the system.
Cure's locked in.
Now
Once we
they're
get
gonna
the
have
fans
the rocket
going, we should be
troopers
good.
come up from here. Get next to me, dude.
There are two, one on either side of the room. You're in now.
Missed. That's not going anywhere. Okay. I gotta get these dudes over there.
Gotcha.
Okay. Kinda hard to tell. that should be affecting at least the one. For sure. Both of them? Okay. Quasi-safe for now. Now I gotta deal with the dudes over here.
I'll put him down. Lock and load. Right. You got it. There you go.
Oh, they drove my attack shit. Okay. Of course, you're going straight for me.
Got it. Got it. Who's next?
Okay.
Nice.
Alright. Now I gotta deal with a bajillion more enemies. Where are you at, my guy? Fuck.
Got a line. Lock and load. Got it. Firing concussive.
You guys are still. Jacob's dead. Fantastic. Where did he die from? Oh, we got rocket troops. Okay. Oh, and we got one of you guys. Okay. Fantastic. Let's freeze you. This is gonna be a tricky spot. Makes me wonder if he's on an incline, he'll have difficulty getting up. That missed. Wrong. So similarity. Do a little tick some damage here. Oh. What are you doing? Get back down. Man, I keep fucking up my lock on the damn rockets. Okay, I think we need to res Jake up here.
Come on over. About to get hot. Right. Here we go.
So I can maybe get away with okay, don't want to hard scope there. Dead. It looks like we got that Krogan out of bounds, so that's cool. Alright. End of mission. So that gives us Mordin, and that also gives us the ability to do research.
Environmental systems engaged. Airborne
And
viral.
thank you for a second there. I thought you were going to shoot them.
I made a promise.
Merciful. Luck. Go. Good kid. Bit naive. He'll learn. Just need to finish up here at the clinic. Won't take long.
Now.
Did we get 2 levels up? 2 levels out of that? I think we did. Nice. Assault rifle damage, medical capacity. Okay, so the AR damage is going to be good for Zaid.
Welcome to the Normandy, Professor.
Yes, very exciting. Cerberus working with aliens.
Don't kid yourself.
Not simple abduction.
There's virtually
Gas,
no
maybe? No, spreads too slow.
You don't have to sit there and guess. We collected samples from one of the colonies. I'd like you to analyze them and figure out how the collectors did this.
Yes, of course. Analyze the samples. We're going to need a lab.
There is a fully equipped lab on the combat deck, Professor Solis. If you find anything lacking, please place a requisition order.
Who's that? Pilot? No. Synthesized voice. Simulated emotional inflections. Could it be? No. Maybe. Have to ask. Is that an AI?
The ship is
An
equipped.
AI?
The collectors
Yes, of course.
Alright. I suppose I need to actually start talking to people to get their loyalty missions.
It's a privilege to serve on the Normandy, Commander.
You may change your tune.
That's been the condition for my service so far.
I look forward to working.
Likewise, Commander.
Okay.
Shepard, how can I?
Have you got a
Of
minute
course.
to talk?
Best setup I've seen since work with special tasks.
Is your assistant Daniel?
Left him the security mechs just.
You said you were in the special.
Studied Krogan genophage, took water, tissue samples from Krogan's
Nice
hull.
talking with you,
Should get
Morgan.
back here if you need me.
Alright, so... weapon upgrades. Go ahead and get that assault rifle damage. Can't get any of that yet. Armor upgrades. We'll go ahead and update that. Trauma module. Oh yeah, that's gonna be handy. Full health. This is stuff I can't get yet until I get one more thing. Prototypes, advanced training. Don't need that, don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. Yeah, this is the armor I did with my worst playthrough ever, but let's go ahead and... yeah, like here, the power bonus is less than what I get from the Blood Dragon armor. But we'll get the Investigator Shotgun. Is there anything else? Oh, I think that was it. I can't get that yet. Okay.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Okay, so... we need to talk to Miranda. I still need to get the Ceres Ice Brandy. So I don't need to do the facial scar stuff. That'll take care of itself over time.
Commander, what can
Do you have a minute, Miranda?
So, what would you like?
Tell me about yourself.
Well, it's one of the reasons the elusive man handpicked me.
What level of genetic modification?
Add to that some of the best training.
You certainly
And
don't
it's
like
the reason, and it's why I was assigned to you.
Thanks for the
Of course,
information.
Commander. Whatever you.
Okay. So then we'll go back upstairs.
No messages for you, Commander.
Okay. And then we need to, let's see, leave orbit? No, we want to dock. The Ceres Ice Brandy is here. So the other recruitment mission for Archangel that's available here, that's actually a pretty tough mission due to the sheer enemy variety you have. So I might actually save that for last, even though having Garrus would be handy. Alright, we will go ahead and let's go ahead and just bring both of these two. Alright, so I got 6. Biotic Mastery. So on another level I can get this taken care of, which would reduce my cooldowns, which would be beneficial all around. Because this is a 6-second charge. What is this? 4.5 second. But yeah, we will. I think I need to wait for it. Alright, you have 3, which I think putting more points into Disruptor Ammo might be good. I don't think I had any plans of using Cryoblast yet. And I think I wanted to go with Savant. Let me double check my guide. Okay, so we got... Let's see, Mordin. Yeah, I wanted Savant. May as well just get that out of the way now. At least give him somewhat of a boon there.
Judging by the quarantine reports, the plague has been completely eradicated, Shepard. Dr. Solis's assistant has been helping any patients with complications.
Okay, so gotta go to the bar here.
I have also accessed messages between mercenary groups regarding plans to deal with the Archangel. There's a recruiting station at Afterlife that may have information on him.
It's gonna be tricky because sometimes it's best to leave Garrus for last, but I would very much like to have Garrus on my squad earlier to take care of some of these side missions, because there's a lot of dudes to work with. That would benefit having someone who's decent with weapons and has overload. But also, I might just be able to get away with doing that with Miranda. So we'll go back to the Normandy. And then we're going to go ahead and do the free mission of the Explore the Crash Site. Snag the resources that are here.
Probe away. Probe launched. Probe away.
Well, I also still have the Firewalker DLC I could do, which might look like bullshit in this playthrough because I have to pilot a vehicle and I have to use the cannons on said vehicle, but the cannon is not on my weapon wheel.
Something on our sensors.
So I think I'd have to do it. The main benefit to doing those missions, aside from the relatively free experience, would be the bonus to biotic damage before Horizon, which would be the only time I can do that. So I gotta be on the lookout for these dog tags. They straight up could not do that without Joker there. Not gonna put down the monument yet. I usually save that for last. Get the EZO. It's kind of crazy when I got this game. There was, you know how games always do those weird like cross-promotional things with like other products. So there were Dr. Pepper codes that you can get for exclusive gear. And there was like a helmet that I really wanted, but it was a Dr. Pepper code, and I didn't drink Dr. Pepper. And I couldn't find any bottles that had the codes on it, so I had to like look online to see if anybody was just giving away codes. And lo and behold, I found some. And now none of that even matters. Because now with Legendary Edition, you get just about everything for free. I specify just about everything, because there's actually a DLC in Mass Effect 1 you can't access normally. You can mod it back in, but I guess the source code for it was corrupted. So they couldn't implement it in time. Or they said if they wanted to put Pinnacle Station back in, it would take them 6 months to do it, which is about how long that mod took, the restoration mod took to make. Yeah, like, while this mission is only here to give you some free resources and experience, that was pretty neat. And it's like, yeah, I remember doing this shit like right away. I don't remember this was like if you could only do this mission if you had the Cerberus network. I think that's how that worked. You had to buy the game new in order to play this. Okay, and over here should be the helmet, if I remember right. Yeah. Datapad. So looking at the time, I should probably stop streaming at some point soon. But I think I got it in me to maybe do a couple more little missions here and there. We'll try out the one anomaly I'm leaving remaining at the moment, because I should open up a couple other little quests. I'm trying to get as high of a level as possible before Horizon. A little bit of weird loading there with these images. I think one of the mods they put in fixed the images to up-res or make them more high definition, but yeah. Okay, I got one more dog tag. Where did I leave you? Climb this. There you are. Alright, that should be everything. I guess let's plant it here and then bail. Right? No? You're not gonna let me do it here? Closer, maybe? There you go. Skip that. I don't know how I carried that here by myself. Yeah, 204 experience points. Go back to the mass relay. Yeah, we're not going to go for Archangel yet. Just save that. Oh, shit. Okay. I think I have a mod installed still that makes it I don't have to buy fuel, which that's fine. That ain't shit. Yeah, recover the servers. I don't even need to leave. I just need to go to the fucking galaxy over here. Okay. So because one of these people is going to have barriers, I'm going to want to have Miranda in the squad with me. So we'll go Zaid, Miranda. Did I go through the leveling with them? I did. And yeah, we're gonna sit tight. I don't think I'm gonna get enough to level up these characters from here.
Watch out! Here we go.
This'll put him down. This'll put him down.
Enemy down!
Sit down. Firing an impact shot.
Engaging target. I'm on it.
Another one.
Firing
have to
concussive
this. 'Cause I think they're really smart. No.
You're dead.
Are you?
This'll put him.
Shield to fail.
You got shields? No, you don't. Wasn't locked on.
Sit down. Nice.
Access logs. There's like a med pack in here. Sweet. I feel like there's definitely gonna be something armed there.
Not a problem.
This'll put him down.
One left. Affirmative.
On it.
Enemy down.
Just forward a little bit. Okay, there's the person.
I'll tear you apart.
Heads up. Enemy drone. Sit down.
Stasis?
Firing at him.
We've been spotted. Big Warfield. I got him. Get ready to.
Sit down.
You bet. Watch for the drone.
Here we go.
Watch for fire. I'll tear you apart. Now finish them.
Firing concussive shot.
Watch for fire. How's that one?
Get ready.
Watch for the drone. Engaging target.
Yeah, I got Rex Scrub. Okay. Get the resources. Bypass this door. Okay, 150 experience. So not a lot of experience.
Commander, you've received a new,
New
message
message
at your
to
private
private
terminal.
terminal. Okay. Okay. What else might we have here? So we should be done with all this. No, not recruiting Archangel. Let's see. Usually the recommended course of action is to go for the convict because there's a research there for damage protection, which would be huge. But let's go ahead and do the Firewalker stuff. It'll be free experience. Because I'm starting to feel a little tired. Just a little bit. Let's see. Did they do the thing where they made like all these rich? This is a gas giant, so it's not rich. That's not even worth probing. There we go. Off the charts? I think the last series playthrough I did of this, you know, like not a challenge run or anything, I probed, you know, mined all the resources off every planet, and you just have so much left over. Alright. So these are going to be like a series of small missions in a tank. And they should be treated like side quests or the assignments, so I'm not going to get a ton of experience off of these. Yeah, so what I can do for you, we can change your shotgun though, because the Eviscerator should be better. That does better against shields and barriers, that's weird, but this is better all around. It's not going to matter because this is gonna be the only section that's on foot, I believe.
I'm going to stay at the next site. Welcome to the M44 Hammerhead Infantry Fighting Vehicle. This is your onboard VI. Acquired. Caution. Guided missile system active. Interesting. Suggest taking a closer look.
This is also what I'm like. I don't know, Mass Effect 2 did some kind of silly shit with the DLC where you couldn't, like, they did the Cerberus network thing, which was like part of their Project $10 shit where EA didn't want people buying used versions of the game, so to incentivize you buying a new copy of it, they added exclusive things like a code you could only use if you bought the game new, and then you would get free shit for it, right? Or you could spend $15 to get it if you had to buy the game used, and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, oh, that sounds like a neat idea, and then they started releasing actual, like, outside of that content DLC. So, for example, when you got the game right away, you got the Normandy mission, or the Normandy crash site, and then you got Zaid as a party member, and then over time they added like the Firewalker DLC where you get the tank here. They added new weapons, new armor, costumes, shit like that. And then there's like, oh hey, new character, $7. You don't have to have the network pass to get it, but you know, if you do have the network pass, you still have to pay $7 for it. It's like, oh yeah, and then we got this DLC, and then this DLC. They had like 4 things of DLC that were outside of the Cerberus network shit. It's like, why? You told me. I didn't have to buy all this DLC, and here I am buying all this DLC. Did all the research.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Cool. 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 So where's the next mission? Here we go. Do artifact collection. So I think I'm gonna do this up until I get a level. Then once that's done, I can go to bed.
Anomaly detected. Probe launched. Something on our sensors.
So yeah, admittedly probably not the most exciting Mass Effect stream around, right? Which is entirely fair. But, you know, that's kind of how it goes when I'm trying to metagame here. Now, in theory, this all could have been avoided if I use a save editor to start myself off at max level. But that doesn't do you any favors.
Mission objectives located.
And just to say it, because I know someone who, if anybody decides to watch the VOD and sees this section, might comment that I'm using a gun on this. It's like, no, the stipulation is I need to be able to... Shepard cannot select this weapon from the weapon wheel and fire it. And that's the point of the challenge, is not to fire any weapons Shepard can use in the weapon. Oh yeah, I forgot. This is Insanity, so I gotta be careful. Especially since the Firewalker is ultra flimsy. And it's very hard to tell how much damage you actually have taken. Because it's like a stagnated, like visual cue. Anybody else over here? Okay, what do we got? It looks like we got a lot of things to explore.
Warning. Geth forces detected. Extraction complete.
got a curved rockets. Easy.
Acquired.
There's something over here too. No. Over here, no. I think there's one around here. Yep.
Extraction complete. Get dropship detected.
Lots of prime. And a mistake was made. Holy shit. Is that gonna make me start all over though? Because it. Yep. Foolish.
Scanning for mission objectives.
Can't even manually save here.
Mission objectives located. Get dropship detected.
Kind of annoying to die so close to the end of the mission.
Warning. Get forces detected. Extraction complete.
Alright.
Acquired.
I think this last one they gave me 2 colossi. Oh shit, oh shit. One more fucking missile, I'm dead. See, that's what I mean. This shit is made out of aluminum foil.
Extraction complete. Warning. Geth forces detected.
Oh, the good old hanging back. Shoot shit method. Oh, there's a prime too. Okay. Well, still got a destroyer. Not anymore. There's a little thing back here.
Extraction complete. Acquired.
Ballin'.
Mission objectives completed.
Leave. Why would they want me to stay?
Commander, you've received a new message at your
Did
private
I?
terminal.
Cool. What am I at for experience? Okay, so one more little side mission here. Gain the level, I'll pump my character up to finish out the passive. Let's see, recover research data should be the way to go. Because this should be the one with the where it's cold. I have to gotta go fast, you know. Let's see what the other planets have.
Probe launched. Launching probe. Launching probe.
Let's at least look at it.
I have detected an anomaly. Probe launched. Scans have found something.
Whoops.
Primary systems online.
Oh no, this isn't the cold one at all.
Adverse geothermal activity has rendered pathfinding function inoperable. Please use manual controls to locate research base.
Yeah, this is the one where I gotta find the research base and it falls apart.
Area compromised due to unstable volcanic activity. Extraction complete.
So the iridium, I'm actually going to skip the iridium. Because I don't need a bunch of it. I'll just get it for 1 minutes.
Research base entrance ahead.
This place is like falling apart. Was that the one I wasn't supposed to hit yet? Oh, it is what it is.
Activation of research base power grid has triggered additional volcanic instability. Recommend immediate departure.
Come on, we need to leave.
I was right. This site was a roadmap leading to the main Prothean ruins.
Oh, it's just a fucking thing. Oh, I died. I didn't space up.
Hull damage sustained.
Yeah. Yeah. Now let's see if it does it make me start over? It does not. How nice. That's the ceiling. Yeah, these screen shakes are awfully bad. Wait. 1, 2, 3. I think that's the end. Oh wow. Almost didn't make that. Okay, we leveled up. Huzzah.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Okay. So we'll go ahead and finish this off. And I wanted Bastion. I believe it was. Yeah. More health. I mean, more damage. Yeah, I'll get the damage buff from the everything else. So, we got that done. I got 1 point. I'll do a quick check on my guide here as to if I want to do anything with Okay, we can get pull. Do that because it's got a lower cooldown than warp. Alright. Save game. That's been a bit.